CBS News. Voters in a third city have defeated a local ordinance forbidding discrimination against homosexuals. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS Radio Network. This time, a gay rights law went down to defeat in Wichita, Kansas. A report from Len Stiesel of station KFH.
44% of Wichita's eligible voters went to the polls, with the outcome 82% voting to repeal the ordinance and 17% to keep it. While the total surprised almost no one, the reactions differ. Civil rights groups are disappointed, but the local leader of the Sedgwick County Homophile Alliance, Robert Lewis, says some good has come out of it all.
Oh, it's been a fabulous year. In fact, the ordinance and the referendum have been tools for educating Wichita. A year ago, I think most Wichitans didn't believe there were gay people living here, and now they have certainly come to a new awareness, and there are all kinds of really great supportive groups locally who have come out and supported us in our efforts to obtain equal rights. And I think gay people feel so much better about themselves, and I think that they will continue to work in the community and, in fact, take this vote as a sign they need to work a lot harder.
The 7-month-old ordinance becomes the third to be repealed in the United States, the first in Dade County, Florida, and the second last month in St. Paul, Minnesota. Lynn Stiefel for CBS News, Wichita.
Anita Bryant, who led the anti-gay rights crusade in Florida, said of the Wichita action, she thanks God for the moral victory. There were some other elections Tuesday. In West Virginia, voters nominated Jennings Randolph, the incumbent Democrat, and Arch Moore, a former Republican governor, to face each other for the Senate in November. In Nebraska, Don Shasteen won on the Republican side, getting an opportunity to meet Governor J.J. Exxon in a November battle for the Senate. Shasteen is an aide to retiring Senator Carl Curtis. In Newark, New Jersey, Mayor Kenneth Gibson easily won a third term. More news in a moment.
When you carry Master Charge, you carry clout.
When I go shopping, there's no doubt my Master Charge card carries clout.
When you carry Master Charge, you carry clout.
When my cash is running out, I use the card that carries clout. MasterCharge, the #1 card in the world.
When you carry MasterCharge, you carry clout.
Clout is MasterCharge, the #1 card used by more people in more places to buy more things than any other card in the world. For shopping, for dining, for everything.
When my family's eating out, we use the card that carries clout.
When you carry MasterCharge, you carry clout.
Don't miss out. Carry clout.
Italians by the thousands poured into the streets of Rome Tuesday to express their sorrow and anger over the murder of former Premier Aldo Moro. Some demanded death to the Red Brigade's terrorists who shot Moro after holding him 55 days. His body was found in a car in Rome. Reaction has been coming in from all over the world. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau told his country's parliament that Moro's death could bring free people closer.
May these events strengthen the resolve of free peoples the world over to resist terrorism wherever it appears, so that the gun and the bomb in the hands of incredibly arrogant fanatics will not be allowed to weaken or to destroy the democratic institutions which so many men and women have struggled for so long to create and to preserve.
Federal officials are trying to determine why a national airlines jet with 58 people aboard crashed into Escambia Bay near Pensacola, Florida Monday night, killing 3 people. James King, investigator for the National Transportation Safety Board, says it appears the people had no idea a crash landing was coming.
The interviews that we've had so far, by the way, by no means complete, indicated that there was no warning, that there were no changes in pitch or power, and that right after the plane came down, there was water coming into the plane right away. A substantial number of the people left over the wing exits. They didn't take their cushions, which are, as you know, are flotation devices, nor did they take their vests. Those were handed to them afterward.
Hustler magazine publisher Larry Flynt said Tuesday he thinks the CIA or the FBI was responsible for his shooting because of articles he published about the Kennedy assassination. Flynt was gunned down March 6th in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where he was a defendant in an obscenity trial. Although the wounds left him paralyzed from the waist down, Flynt vowed he will walk again. This is Doug Poling, CBS News.